washaweka sheria. Deliverance should not be aired live during daytime. No TV station should air that. Na wanaonyesha picha jioni saa 12 mpaka saa 3 usiku tukiwa na watoto wetu kwa nyumba. Picha zinakaa kama za pornography, sijui Alejandro, mtu anabusu mtu mwingine na niko na mtoto wangu hapo hapo, na mtu haoni ni chafu. Wamevaa nguo chafu na ndio wanaonyesha. Vipindi ambao vinaonyeshwa Kenya pia ni vipindi vichafu. Na wanasema ile injili ya Yesu, deliverance ya ukombozi isionyeshwe. Miujiza ikifanyika, nenda ufanye upelelezi. Na wametuwekea vipindi vichafu. Uwezi kaa kwa televisheni ukawatch na mtoto wako, mtu anajua kile anachosema. Uwezi tazama. Na wanasema that one is legal, it is right, it is allowed, but the church, no.
Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual I'm going to be your host for today. Now, I want us to talk about something here. I've listened to it and it has really disturbed my mind, and I feel like let us also share so that we can know or we can share our ideas on what is going on, because I don't think what the government is doing or what the government is planning to do to churches is right. These regulations that the government is now deciding to drive to churches, attacking churches. And there is a question that I asked here some times back. I think if maybe it's 1 or 2 months ago, that what is the position of churches in Kenyan government? That is a question that I asked, that what is the position of churches in the government, not only in Kenya but in government, like let's say for the position of churches in Uganda, in Ugandan politics, in maybe United States politics, in Germany's politics, in Ethiopian politics, all these countries. What is the position of the church in politics? Is there anything that maybe makes these two parties or these two groups to come together? That is a question that we all need to ask ourselves. Then after realizing or after knowing that there is nothing common between these two groups, then I think that is where now we'll get an answer to all these questions. Now, in Kenya, there are new regulations that the government have decided now to put to churches. Number one regulation is that for those churches that are doing healing and deliverance, I want us to listen to this. For those churches that are doing healing and deliverance, those things are not supposed to be shown on national television. Like if at all a church has got a TV, like let's say for instance, Pastor Ezekiel's church is New Life, and his TV station is New Life. And we also have, I just want to mention but a few pastors that are doing deliverance and have got churches, have got televisions. We have got Pastor Ezekiel, we have got Apostle Nganga, we have got Apostle Julius, we have got I think for those that I know that are doing real healing and deliverance, those are but a few. Those are the three pastors that I know that are doing healing and deliverance, that you can sit down and know that indeed this is a true healing. The three of them, Pastor Ezekiel, Apostle Julius Wanda, and also Apostle Nganga, James Maina Nganga. Those are the ones. Maybe if there's another one, you can add down there. But according to me, those are the ones that I know that are doing it. And perhaps maybe Dr. Wood. So the government, but Dr. Ward is not living in Kenya. So I'm just talking about the ones that are within Kenya, that the ones that have got churches in Kenya. Of course, Dr. Ward also has got a church in Kenya, but is not based in Kenya. He's based in Brazil. So the ones that are based in Kenya are those three: Apostle Julius, we have got Pastor Ezekiel, and we also have got Apostle Nganga. Those ones are the ones that are doing healing and deliverance. The one that you can see and say that indeed this person has been healed. So that is what the government is trying to attack. The government is saying that those pastors, any healing and deliverance that they do should not be shown on TV. That is it. So I've been trying to ask myself, like, if at all these things will not be shown on television, how will people who have got the same problem know that there is someone who had this problem and was prayed for and is healed? How will it be known that people are normally being prayed for and they're healed if the government is trying to prevent this thing from being shown on television? Because, something that someone has come and told a story, if you tell someone a story yet is infected or maybe is ill, that person cannot be convinced, not until he or she will see it by himself. That is when the person can be convinced that indeed this person is healing. So are you seeing where we are heading? So the government is saying that those kind of healing and deliverances, those kind of prayers should not be aired out. And I have a question to ask, just like I've said. The government is trying to ban this issue of showing these things. Yet, when you watch televisions, they bring the national television like Citizens, like ABC, NTV, all these televisions that people normally watch too much. They bring telenovela movies, like soap operas, movies that people kiss each other, movies that people you see people doing things, showing nakedness. Let us just say they are saying things, they're doing things that are not even, you cannot even watch with your kids. Suppose you are a parent and you are there with your child, and maybe you feel like you need to watch something. It is only these preachings and these sermons and these prayers that you can watch with your child comfortably. But now these things, there are some of the things that you cannot watch with the kids, and that is one of the major things that have really made a lot of kids to go astray because of the social media, the things that they watch on television, the things that are being right now. Even if you go to YouTube, I know you're in YouTube right now. If you go to the search bar and you search right now, nakedness, these naked videos are all over. And that is one of the things that if you're very keen, you'll find that is where a lot of people run to. Those are the kind of things that people run to watch. If at all you put something that concerns church, nobody will watch it. Few people will watch that, but majority of people will not watch anything to do with Christianity, anything to do with church. But if you do put anything to do with the evil things to do with that kind of life, a lot of people will watch it. So that is where now the government is trying to drive us into. Trying to block churches from doing what they're supposed to do, trying to bring transformation into the society is like trying to encourage evil deeds, trying to encourage people to do evil, to do things that are not necessary, are not supposed to be done. And this issue, like, why is it that the government wants to put taxation in churches? Why is it that the government is trying as much as they can to tax? You want to tax tithe, you want to tax offering, you want the government, you want churches to be you want accountability. What the government does not know is that Kenyans want the accountability of the government, but now the government also wants the accountability of the churches. And we blame sometimes. I really blame me personally. I normally blame these pastors who are singing Ruto yote yanawezekana na Ruto, the ones that were calling William Ruto, giving him pulpit, saying that is the one that understands churches. They even called Raila Odinga mganga, and they said that Raila Odinga is against church, and if at all is given power, is elected as the president, then he will shut down all the churches. So let me ask you one thing. William Ruto was elected. The Mackenzie issue came up. William Ruto right now is fighting churches. So between William Ruto and Raila Odinga, what Raila Odinga, I think, and even Mama Ida Odinga explained it very well, that during that time of Mackenzie, she said very well that what Raila meant was that these churches, these small churches, Apostonganga called them vibanda, these small churches that you cannot be accounted for, because there are a lot of churches right now that even if you tell them that take us to your spiritual father, take us to the person who ordained you to be a pastor, to be a bishop, they can't. So there is no one that can present. There is no one that can go and say that I know this boy, that I know this boy. I mentored this boy. Yani, people just wake up in the morning simply because they feel like church is a place that you can get rich very fast. So they go, they start their churches. So there's no one that can be questioned concerning how he walked with God, concerning his salvation, how he was taught, all that. And also this issue of you must have theology, you must go through theology so that you know all that. So these are the kind of things that the government is. Of course, it is not bad, you know, but now why are you doing them to churches? Like at this point, one thing that this government wants to try and do, it's really trying to do, is to cause distraction from what the main thing. The main thing is the government is trying as much as they can say how they can sell Adani, how people can forget with the killings and all the murder and the abductions and all that. But one thing I know for sure is that a time is coming whereby all these problems will one day come to be known, and we will all know the root cause of all this and the person that caused them. Pastor Ezekiel said something which I would like us to listen to. Pastor Ezekiel said that a church is a place where if at all a boy decide to leave alcohol, because the government is also trying to fight alcohol. So when this boy leaves alcohol, he runs to church. At least church is the only place that he can feel safe. So when he comes to church and then the government closes or shuts down the same church that this boy has gone to, what do you think will happen? This boy automatically will go back to drinking. This boy automatically will go back to do things that are not pleasant, are not necessary. So these are the kind of people that you find that around the global, around the community, they cause problems. So let us take a look at. If you look at a majority, all these, we have got 47 counties, but one of the main county that the main province, one of the main province that this issue of alcohol is rampant is in Central. Why? Why can the government find ways of solving the problem that is affecting the Kenyans? Why can the government just sit down and find ways of solving the problems of Kenyans instead of fighting the people? Why? So I just want us to listen to Pastor Ezekiel the way he was talking concerning this issue of the government, this government regulating churches. And Pastor Nganga also talked about it, but I would like us to listen to Pastor Ezekiel talking about this government regulating churches. For me, I don't see any reasons why the government should regulate churches. There is no need. Yes, you are elected. You are prayerful warriors. Your wife is an intercessor. The wife of the deputy president is a pastor. You call yourself an evangelist. Why? Why, Zakayo? Why? So after all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to go down there, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where you're watching us from. I would also like you to watch this video. Please don't forget to watch this video up to the end. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Professor Ruto. Watch this.
Central na wamekataa kuzima clubs na wanakuja kuzima kanisa. Na pombe inaua watoto wetu Central Kenya. Na ukienda kuzima unaambiwa iende pole. Ukizima hizi clubs hapa Central utapoteza kiti chako cha utawala. Katika jina la Yesu Kristo, utawala wowote wa giza ni lazima izimwe kwa jina la Yesu Kristo. Watoto wetu hawatapotea Central, hawatachomeka. Shout hallelujah! Wewe fikiria tu. Yani watu wanapigania club, ulevi, na wanasema usifunge club. Ile utawala wanaoinua ni utawala wa ulevi. Ikiwa mkoa mzima wakati vijana wanapelekwa rehab, unafikiria nini inafanyika katika ulimwengu wa kiroho? A whole province vijana wametengenezewa rehabilitation center. Kwani unataka kuniambia shetani alikujia watu wa Central peke yake iharibu vijana wao? Kijana ameoa, ako na msichana mdogo wa miaka 27, amezaa mtoto mmoja, alafu ameingia kwa ulevi. Hata ukimpa kazi bado anakunywa pombe. Ukimnyima kazi atauza sufuria tena aende akunywe pombe. Nani aliwalaani? Hayo madhabahu itavunjwa, na hapa tutainua madhabahu ya Yesu Kristo ivunje madhabahu ya ulevi. Vijana wakombolewe. Nobody talks about those young people in Central. The only topic is how to silence the church. Vijana wanakuja hapa, wanaokoka, wanakombolewa, wameacha bangi, wameacha ulevi. Wewe fikiria wakati ambapo hakutakuwa na freedom ya kwenda kuhubiri kwa streets. Wengine tuliokoka ndani ya matatu, tuko hapa. Wengine tuliokoka shuleni, tuko hapa. Wengine tuliokoka kando ya barabara, tuko hapa. Washaweka sheria, deliverance should not be aired live during daytime. No TV station should air that. Na wanaonyesha picha jioni saa 12 mpaka saa 3 usiku tukiwa na watoto wetu kwa nyumba. Picha zinakaa kama za pornography, sijui Alejandro, mtu anabusu mtu mwingine, na niko na mtoto wangu hapo na mtu aoni ni chafu. Wamevaa nguo chafu, na ndio wanaonyesha. Vipindi ambavyo vinaonyeshwa Kenya pia ni vipindi vichafu, na wanasema ile injili ya Yesu, deliverance ya ukombozi isionyeshwe. Miujiza ikifanyika, nenda ufanye upelelezi. Na wametuwekea vipindi vichafu. Uwezi kaa kwa televisheni ukawatch na mtoto wako, mtu anajua kile anachosema. Uwezi tazama. Na wanasema that one is legal, it is right, it is allowed, but the church, no. Uwezi keti usiku, hebu angalia, sikiza radio asubuhi, mtu anaanza discussions chafu. Mtu amepata sijui mjomba wake na mke wake wakiwa pamoja, mjadala, unasemaje, aendelee ama asiendelee? Na kuna mtu ana censor those radio stations, lakini ile ambayo inaongea kuhusu Yesu Kristo wanasema zima hiyo, sijui zima ile nyingine. Hii nchi tutaikabidhi kwa Yesu Kristo. Yeyote atakayeinua vitu vichafu Kenya hii, Kristo amuondoe, Kristo amuondoe, Kristo amuondoe. We have a generation to take care of. We have children. Tutawaachia nini nchi ikichafuka hivyo? Tuko na watoto tumewazaa, hatuwezi tazama runinga na wao. Inafika jioni, vipindi ni vichafu. Hakuna kipindi kingi kingine cha maana kinaweza kuwekwa Kenya hii. Hata Mkenya akiact hawezi kuact bila kuact vipindi vya uzinzi, kwa sababu ndio inaletea watu wateja. Nchi ambayo imepotoka na uzinzi na ukahaba, ndoa hamuna, vipindi vya mapenzi mnaziona, ndoa hamuna. Uhai wa nchi hii haiko kwenye ardhi, iko kwenye bendera yake. Ikiteremshwa utawala umeisha, ikipandishwa utawala umeanza. Hakukuwa na shule kuchomeka kila muhula wa 3, hakukuwa na hiyo. Lakini watu walikuwa wanatoka humu wanakuja shuleni wanatufundisha Injili. Tulikuwa na PPI, tulikuwa tunaokokea hapo. Leo huwezi ona hizo vitu shuleni. Ni vijana ambao wamevaa longi, entertainers, wasanii. Hey, hey, hey. Lakini mtoto akianza kunena kwa lugha, akiombea watu, wanamwambia hiyo ni manyama devil. Watachipuka hapa kama risasi, and you will never deter them. Wokovu umeondolewa kwenye mashule zetu, hakuna. Si ajabu watoto wetu wanapagawa na mapepo. Hata kijana mmoja ajazwe na Roho aombee mtoto mwenzake aanguke, anaambiwa hapana, hatutaki hiyo, hatutaki hapa. Na utapata walimu pia wamevaa nguo zinakaa, we don't like that one, don't like that one. Take that one to Pastor Ezekiel and the rest who do deliverance. There's not deliverance here. Siku moja mbavu zako zitakamatwa, utatafuta hiyo deliverance here. Watoto wetu wako shule, wakitoka shule wameharibika kuliko kutoka